Hello, today's word is Jekyll and Hyde, and I really struggled with this one. I was like, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. But then I had a thought. Jekyll and Hyde, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know Jekyll and Hyde very well. I know I like the musical, but that's about it. If I'm not mistaken, Jekyll and Hyde is one person who kind of has two personalities, and one's like nice and then one's crazy. That's what I understand from it anyway. And I think I like using that as kind of almost a comparison or a point of view, because I think I always try to be really nice. That's sort of my goal, is just to be the nicest person possible. And it's really hard to accept that you're not always going to be that. Like, I still struggle with that. I'm like, no, but I'll prove everyone wrong. And then I definitely don't. But I think I made a video when I was finishing up my season in Greece last year, this one here, where I talked about, I took a day off social media, off my phone, off everything, away from the world. And I really needed it because I had felt all the time leading up towards that my personality had changed and not for the better. I really felt like a lot of that niceness was kind of slipping away. And I just felt like I was becoming a terrible person, which, like, I'm sure I wasn't, but I definitely wasn't as good of a person as I had been prior to the season. I think I sort of experienced things during the season that kind of weathered me down a bit, and that's not good. And I really wasn't happy with who I was. I mean, I didn't hate myself or anything, but I just knew I could be a much better person, and I had been a much better person in the past. And so that day off was just like a really good day to reflect and think about, because there were things about me that I did like, and they were new things that I hadn't been before or hadn't had as part of my personality. And so in that day off, I was like, right, how can I balance these things? How can I balance the niceness that I always strive for and sort of these other bits of my personality that I'm happy about? For example, standing up for myself, because I would usually just let people walk all over me. And to an extent, maybe I still do that, but I think I've really learned kind of when it's my turn almost. And like, I really try not to push the boundaries with this at all. I'm still like, I try to still be on the nice side of it, but I've definitely become a little bit feistier in certain circumstances. Not all the time. It's not like I walk the streets like, okay, who wants to fight me? That is not me. But I think it's just a nice comparison to this Jekyll and Hyde thing, where you've got kind of the nice and the maybe less nice, but then finding a balance where it both works. Because there is almost such a thing as being too nice, because you can end up getting hurt, I think. And if I look back at sort of my life, there's not many things that I have like deep regrets over. But there is one thing last year that happened that I have very deep regrets over. And I think I will for the rest of my life. And I think that kind of was the starting point for me getting this feistier side to me and not letting people walk all over me. And I think it is just about finding that balance and still trying to be nice between it all. It's a tough tightrope to walk. Is that a sentence? I don't know. Anyway, I suppose I'll end it there, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!